Hey guys, David here. Today I want to instill some wisdom here. I want to help teach you to light your soul on fire, get yourself fired up and charging towards whatever your goals are. Now, in this case, since I'm doing a weight loss series on my channel, it would be weight loss, but this can also pertain to your business or any sort of other aspect of your life. Now, when it comes to weight loss, the unfortunate thing, I'm just going to say this, it sucks, but it's true. If you're, say, in a business environment and say you get a new job, and I'll use myself example. Say I was, when I was 259 pounds, people may hire me because my skill set is correct or it's good, exceptional for the job. So I'll get the job, but people won't respect me as much as if I were thin or fit or ripped. And this is just a sad thing about society, but it's true because when people look at you, they can see your shape, and your shape it just gives them immediate information that, oh, this person has got their stuff together physically. Now, it may not affect your job, unless you're a firefighter or something, but it still speaks about your personal life at home. It basically says, if you're obese or morbidly obese, it just says like, oh, you don't have your stuff together in terms of your diet or your health. If you say more of a neutral level is if you go into a job and you're really skinny or average, maybe slight dad bod or something like that, then you're just kind of neutral. You're not getting minuses, you're not getting pluses. But if you go in there and you're jacked, you got a six pack and like it's clear that you hit the gym or you're whatever marathon runner or whatever it is, an Olympic level swimmer or something, that type of body, then it just exudes the amount of like the confidence that just pours out, and people automatically will just treat you like you're the alpha dog. I noticed this when I used to work at a company. We'll just leave it at that. Where I joined and I was not at my heaviest at this point, but I was still pretty chunky and I lost a lot of weight. And then everyone was like, "Whoa, what are you doing? Like, good job, man!" Like, I just gained a lot of respect. And then throughout the years after I met a partner and things went downhill, I gained a lot of weight, way more than I initially weighed. And then I lost all of that respect I gained and lost some more. And then you're in your spot where you're actually negative respect than, from what I started. And you can just see the way people look at you different. You just don't get the same level of treatment that you would normally get. It sucks, but that's just how it is. So whether your motivation for weight loss is to get that respect, that admiration from people at work, to find a partner that you're super attracted to, it's just the way society works. You really have to get your physicality at least at a level that's neutral to not be, missing out on that promotion at work or whatever it may be, because it will affect it. And what's interesting though is if you go in for a job interview, the main reason for getting yourself to a super healthy, fit weight, not like this stuff you see on the bodybuilding shows or any of this stuff where they got like just super lean and gross and then they oil themselves up on this baby oil and they get this fake tan. It's so ridiculous. And those people are so unhealthy. You want just like a good, healthy, fit body that's lean and just, toned. You got muscle. You're going to make it to 95, no problem. You could be working the plow in the farm, that kind of thing. You need to find a way to get yourself to that point, because then everything else in your life cascading outwards will just be better. It just simply will be. I noticed sometimes when I got to the gym the other day, I was there and a guy, I was just warming up. And so I started warming up my muscles and I just do some stretches and stuff. And then he came over and he was kind of like a little rude. And he just barged in and started using the chin up bar like right next to me. And so I kind of moved out of the way. I'm like, no worries, dude. And then he starts doing chin ups and he does his set and then he leaves. Well, after he did his set, I went over there and just cranked out 10 muscle ups. And next time he came over, he obviously saw that and then he asked permission if he could use the bar. So this is like how kind of society works, because after he saw me do an exercise he can't physically do, then I became the alpha dog. And so now he needs to ask permission. And it's the same sort of mentality when you're at work. And if two people are of equal level at work and they both giving an opinion in a meeting, then sadly, like, people often just check the eyes. People will be paying more attention to the person who's more fit, and it sucks. It's sad. It's just that's how we are. That's how we're wired. So how do we light our soul on fire and just get fired up about this? So multiple people have different strategies. I noticed a lot of people use motivational videos as a tool. They go on YouTube, they watch a video, they get pumped up. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go for that run now. I'm gonna go hit the gym. They may get out and do that run or go to the gym, and the next day, and then that's it. And then, maybe they watch another video the next week and they do one more session in the gym, and that's it. And that, it just sucks. It just doesn't work. So what you really got to do is dig deep. And for whatever reason, there's going to be a trigger for all of us. So whether it's, something as a kid where, like, I used to get bullied and called fat all the time. And this is one of the reasons I learned to take martial arts, because I wanted to beat the living crap out of every person that would bully me. And still to this day, actually, if someone tries to bully me now, like, it's just, I disengage them from the situation pretty darn quick. I usually make a mockery of them. We all have these spots that hurt, and so you really need to, like, find what is that spot that hurts the most. If you need motivation, that's not going to last like forever, but that'll get you going. And what I found is you don't need to look for some like nuclear reactor that burns forever, and that's your one burning thing that just kind of lights your soul on fire to get going and get it done. But you do need to find something that just sparks that ember and it starts motivating you and starts to move you. You just need to get started. And if you're in like down in the depths, down in the dumps, you need to find something that is just the smallest step, the smallest, just one toenail forward in that journey, and take that step, and then you can build from there. But you need to take a step forward, however small it is. So whether that's just, say you're laying in bed all day and you don't do anything, okay, get out of bed, make your bed, like whatever it is, the first step. And then once you get that dopamine rush of just getting something accomplished, and then you can, like, okay, I'll go vacuum the house. I haven't done that in 6 weeks or whatever, 6 months, whatever it is, or do your dishes, like just these tiny little things. And then you can start stacking these up, and then you're like, yeah, okay, I'm feeling good. The house is kind of cleaned up. Okay, yeah, now I need to go tackle that project or whatever. And you get something going with your business, and you get some different things going. Once you get some motivation and some just progress in your life, progress is absolutely key if you want happiness. And so once you get some progress in any aspect, then you can kind of bring back that person from high school that, whoever, if it's your dad or your mom called you fat, or, whoever it was, a spouse laughing at you and you're saying you're going to get a 6-pack or something like that. Then like you've got all this kindling there. And then when that hits, it's just like, boom, there'll be an explosion. You're like, okay, let's do this. And once that's roaring, you get out there, you get it done, you get your workout, go for a run or whatever. You'll feel so good after getting that first workout done. And maybe it's not a workout. Maybe it's just prepping, doing meal prep, or maybe it's putting down the donuts, or throwing those donuts in the garbage, or whatever it may be. Then you'll start to get momentum, and maybe the next day it's going to the gym, and like, okay, I can do this. I threw away the donuts the night before. Now I'm going to the gym, and then the next day you're like, okay, I'm not going to eat the donuts. I'm going to lift in the morning, and I'm going to go for a 3-kilometer or whatever, 2-mile run or whatever. And then maybe it's the next day. It's like, okay, I'm going to meal prep for the whole week so I don't have to think about my meals. And then you just get so much momentum. And then if you start to feel yourself dip a little bit, then just dip into that little igniter that we thought about earlier. So, it's that stupid kid from school who just tormented the heck out of you and you want to punch him in the face. You can always just use that to just keep flaring it up and get your momentum, keep flaring it up to a point where it'll be such a burning inferno. So you'll have an endless supply of motivation to, achieve your goals. Hopefully this helps kind of flare up and get that passion going again. I mean, like the saying is, you can lead a horse to water, you can't force it to drink. So for some people, they just can't take that step. I don't know what that is. Sometimes it's a trigger. It's like they have to see something, experience something, maybe something from their childhood. If you're listening to this and it's kind of resonating with you, then you're probably already at that point where you're like, I need to change. I need a change in my life. I need to lose this weight. I want to be someone who people admire, because I can tell you, from going from someone who was chunky to like super buff and then becoming fat, the look on people's faces is just like it's horrific. You can just tell when people look at you, they're just thinking like, what happened to you? Like, you're disgusting. And it's just horrible. It's horrible. So, it's nice to now go, like, I don't work at that place anymore. I don't work anywhere. I work on YouTube. But when I post stuff on my Facebook, then people see like, oh, this guy like changed again. He changed back to that initial guy. He's not, that fat guy when I used to work there. But if you got your physicality, your fitness in check, people just respect you more, and it'll just open up way more opportunities in life. So let me know in the comments below if there's specific videos you want me to touch on, because I do a lot of work on mindset, on the mental game of it, because so many people online, it's like, oh, eat more, eat less and exercise more. That's the whole thing. And it's like, no, that's not weight loss. That's like, mathematically that's weight loss, but that's not why people are fat. They're not fat because they don't know the math. It's like, obviously eating less and working out more works, but there's a mental block, and that's all in the mindset. So I really want to try to get a lot of this across to you, because once you get the mind dialed in, like, you can't be stopped. You're like I mentioned, your soul's on fire. You can't be stopped. Someone would be like, oh, have a piece of pie. You just throw that in the garbage. I don't want no pie. That doesn't get me closer to my goals. Get me an apple. Give me a pineapple. Give me something that'll get me closer to my goals. I'm very stringent with that. If anyone's been around me or anyone knows me that's watching this, like, you'll know, like, if you offer me something, I'll be like, no. I'm not going to be rude about it, but I'll say, no thanks. And then I've actually had people ask me more specifically, like, oh, why don't you eat that? I'm like, because it doesn't get me closer to my goals. Anyways, I'm rambling. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below anything else you want me to, any specific topics. Be sure to subscribe, all that good stuff, and have a great day.